things are going to get tough.
You know what? This strikes me because,
It's not always rosy.
No, sometimes it's a challenge. Sometimes there are some things that are a real pain in the ass.
I know. Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking at you.
I'm not looking at you either. You looking at me? I'm not looking
at you.
Entertaining, inspiring, thought-provoking. The Amazing Living Show. Strategies for creating a kick-ass life. And now, your hosts, Dawn and Lucky.
We have had so much time and energy invested in the boat recently that we have not been recording episodes, but we have been having some amazing discussions over dinner. And we had so many that we came to a place that we were so
intellectually constipated
that we had to dump on you all.
So what prevents you from having the amazing life?
Is that you don't have a clear enough definition
Right.
of what that is.
Right.
Second is that you don't have a clear direction.
Okay.
I think that people get derailed, like we're using this analogy of the train, evidently, going to Happyville. What amazing land.
Town versus Funville.
And there's nothing wrong with Funville. And
No. Funville's a good place to go to.
I know. I like to go there once in a while.
Maybe go on there after the episode.
Maybe so.
I remember one year I was driving and a guy pulled out in front of me and we got to chatting on the radio and he said he was going to New York.
Right.
And I was like, oh, dude, you're going the wrong way. And he goes, no, I'm going to New York. And I was like, well, you may think you're going to New York, but you're driving west right now. And New York is east. And he's like, well, I don't know about all that. I just know I'm going to New York. And I said, no.
I mean, if you go far enough west,
You don't know.
if you go far enough
You'll end
west,
up
eventually,
yeah.
and you take a couple of rides on some cruise ships,
You'll
you
get
will
there.
eventually make it to New York. But that sure is the long fucking way around. And that is it right there.
I told him.
You can get there. It's not that you can't get there, but do you really have time to screw around with it? I mean, how soon do you want to get to your amazing life? I mean, is that the way you want to do it? Great. Then
There's no harm
maybe,
in that, no.
then maybe your amazing life is to be an explorer. Having an amazing life is no different than having an amazing love in this respect. Because we ask each other all the time when one says to the other, I love you, the other person always says what?
Why?
There is a solid, valid reason for doing this. And you will hear us do this all the time. In fact, we've even started doing it with our listeners. When our listeners or those that follow our writing will say, I just love you guys, we've started saying why.
Right.
And here's why. We ask why.
Tell me why, Don.
The reason why we ask why is because if you don't know why you love someone, you won't know why you don't one of these days.
I know what it was. It was inspired by somebody who had asked, when we were talking about the show and everything, and the first thing out of his mouth was, oh, do you make money at it?
Oh, right. That was,
Because
a couple of days
if you're
ago.
not making a fortune, it's a waste of time.
But that's how he runs his whole life.
Okay, but I think a lot of people run their lives with, if it doesn't have the end result, like right instantly, that it's a waste of time.
Right.
But then after you spend some time and you build the relationship, when you build the business or whatever it is you're working on, all of a sudden there's a shift. And those very same people that said, oh, but you've only been together 2 weeks. Oh, you've only been together 2 years. Oh, you're only making $400 a month. Oh, those very same people are the ones that'll tell you, or not tell you, they'll tell everybody else, they got lucky. When you finally start to establish.
When 10 years now are down the line and you've got still got a kick-ass relationship.
Or you're making $10,000, $30,000.
Or you're making a big bucks.
Right. They got lucky.
They got lucky.
It was a waste of time in the beginning, and now they're lucky.
Everybody gets excited whenever they are heading toward a dream, right?
Right. They'll come across a video. They'll go to a seminar.
Right. And then they have this ding. It's a light bulb moment, right?
Right. And it usually starts a fire going. It usually gets them all excited, right?
It really does.
Yeah.
And then day goes by.
Yeah. They got excited. They got pumped. They bought the CD program.
Yes.
Or they hired the coach.
They walked on coals.
I wouldn't say hire a coach because they don't usually do that.
They walked on coals.
They walked on coals.
They went to a seminar and
Right.
they walked on hot coals.
They're all
Holy
fired up.
shit, they're
Yep.
on fire.
Yep.
Literally, they're on fire. Their feet are burning.
A day goes by.
And a
they
day
haven't
goes
done
by and they
anything.
drive home,
They listen to the CDs.
listen to the CDs, and they're all
Day-
excited. And
Day
then,
3 goes by.
Mm-hmm.
They're still listening to the CDs.
Mm-hmm.
Day 7 goes by.
They've stopped listening to the CDs.
Right. So one of the things
Because,
that
you know,
stop-
it's just too much trouble to pick up a CD and stick it in the player. If you don't stick with it long enough, you're going to go to the house before you learn the things that you need to learn to have what it is that you want to have and be what you want to be and enjoy what it is that you want to enjoy as a result of having this amazing life.
every shitty thing that is happening to you right now is preparing you for what you asked for.
Oh, my God.
This is what you wanted. And in order to get what you wanted, if you were already that person, you'd already be doing it. You have to be developed. You have to be groomed. You are being prepared to be this person.
Yep. We decide what the value is of everything. Somebody yells at you, you decide.
You're a dick.
You somebody yells at you.
You're a dick.
And you decide, this is just not for me.
Right. This is a sign from the universe.
That I should go back to what I was doing before because somebody yelled at me.
Because I had a safe, comfortable place and nobody yelled
where
at me.
nobody yelled at me.
Strategies for creating a kick-ass life.
If you've enjoyed listening to this sample of Amazing Living with Dawn and Lucky and would like to hear more, go to AmazingLiving.net and become a member, where you'll get every fun-filled and life-changing episode in their entirety. That's AmazingLiving.net.